What's up, comic book junkies? It's Mike Smith here at Night Tiger Comics on YouTube. And you can see right here, I got a stack of books. So we'll be right back. All right, what's up, fellow collectors, nerds, fanatics, researchers, pressers, cleaners. I got a comic book haul. This is going to be a long one. I prefer traditional YouTube where we sit around and show everything we got and all that, and I got quite a bit. So in order for you to make it worthwhile to you, I'm going to give away, and I told you I was going to give this away. So in this video, you will be able to win first Stephanie Brown and a spoiler. What do we got here? A low grade Joker Fish Gun book, Detective Comics, $4.75, and the first Black Batman written by Stan Lee. So I will say a trivia question near the end of this video or in the middle, and I'm going to say it quick so people can't scroll around looking for it. So all you got to do is answer the question and make your regular comment and just put, this going to be one word, and then I know that you were watching, and I'm going to do a random pick from the comments because it's only fair, because not everybody's going to be the first one to get here. So, okay, on to the books. So I picked up some new comic books. First time in, I don't know, like 3.5 years, I finally picked up, and that's not, counting facsimiles. I picked up Batman Hush 2. And I know I've seen some videos where they say shops are out of this cover A. My theory is everybody's jumping on this because they missed out on Absolute Batman #1. And you just never know. So, but it's Jim Lee. He's back on the art, does the cover, and he's a favorite artist of mine. Batman's my #1 superhero of all time, my favorite. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I picked up a second to maybe trade or maybe give away. So I don't know. I'm going to start doing more giveaways. I like giving away books. Okay, so everything here. Here's some stuff that's new. I just pulled this out and took some pictures for YouTube, these 3 books. A really high-grade Neil Adams I bought at a flea market. Oh, wow, many, many, many years ago. Just a really cool book. I remember haggling with the guy, and I think he was drunk. And I was like, because he was slurring his words, and I'm like, whoa. So I was able to get a good deal on it. And then this was an eBay. This was a really nice copy. I paid $65 with shipping and tax for this. I was so happy that I'm like, I'm going to get that reprint issue, 83. I'll find it for the same price or less. I haven't been able to find one in this grade for $65 since I've been looking, and I bought this in 2022. It's a really cool cover. It's a good story. The letter page has a great letter in it. And then I just picked this one up. Matter of fact, this is one of the new books here. Where's my other book at? That's strange. Oh, I put it on the wall. I had another Neil Adams I pulled out. It was really nice. This is a banger. It's an anger banger. It's a higher grade Amazing Spider-Man 29. So it's like a 6.0, maybe 6.5. I did read this one, and it was worth every penny. I paid right at retail with this, maybe on the high end. Shipping and tax, $145. Ching. But I'm trying to get some higher grade and more Spider-Man Silver Age in my collection. They're almost all like the early Spider-Man books, even into the 29s and 30s. They're more notable than the ones in the Bronze Age. I mean, a lot of the non-key issues. Just because it's early Spider-Man, people want to attain it. Speaking of that, my earliest issue, this is an issue I've been wanting for years. I passed on a copy for a 60, or I want to say maybe lower than that, at a small bookstore, but it had the eyes in Spider-Man's face punched out. And I'm like, this was probably, could have been 8 years ago, so quite a long time. And since then, I've been wanting an affordable issue, but man, this is a book that seems like nobody wants to let go. So this is a lower grade, but it's my favorite Spider-Man book. That is just so cool. One of my other favorites is the Moon Knight Daredevil issue in the 80s. What a cool book. I've just started reading it. I opened it up last night and I was falling asleep. And it is split. I think it says it was split here and through 2 wraps, but yeah, it's split through 2 wraps also. But it presents well, and I love it. So this seems like a book that just doesn't stop going up. It's the coolest cover ever. Okay, what else? What else? So I picked up an upgrade on this. Or did I pick up an upgrade? Yes, I did. So this was my original issue. This is the presidential war letter, war bond letter. And that's famous, not famous, New Funnies, number 101, July 43, presidential war bond. So this was a gift to me from my friend, Black Box Silver and Bronze, Tennessee Joe, who doesn't make videos anymore. We still text back and forth like every couple weeks. But I got an upgrade. It was a decent price. I paid $26.82, and this is probably maybe a 4.0, 3.5, or the other one's like a 1.8 or 2.0. So a little bit of an upgrade on that. I think it's probably a giveaway in the Patriotic Annual Live Golden Age show. So I shop at my comic shop. And if you're a buyer there, then you're well aware that when they post most low grades, maybe if it's a bigger book or more desirable, they'll give you a little bit of note. But usually they don't even give you a picture. It's a generic picture, and you got to buy it sight unseen. Now, saying that, I've had many successes buying a lot of their low grades sight unseen. Just happens that I had 2 misses in a row in the same order. And let me tell you what I mean. I have to pull some books out of here. Well, here's one of them. So this is my original copy. And I believe this is the second appearance of Calamity Kate. Her first one, she's full-faced on the cover. And that's the desired book to get out of this run. This is number 28. So 27 is the one you want, it's the money book. So it's really hard to find. I have not found one yet. But I found a second copy of that. And I paid with shipping and tax $11.70. What did I pay for that one? I paid $20 for this one. So it's a pretty decent copy. Obviously white cover, so it's got that little browning to it, or hazing. Well, this one was bought sight unseen. Actually, I think it was a 3 or a 2.0 or something, and they said no picture, and it's got a lot of pencil on it. And it's a lot browner than the other one. So I bought this. I seen it. And he said, this is a book. So a lot of times I'll see books like this that I feel I can really, really improve it, possibly get rid of all that pencil, soak the cover, make it look really nice, probably nicer than this one. And when I can get them around $12, $10, I buy them and then I let them sit for a while until I get time off. And then I spend a whole day cleaning the book. And I've had a lot of success with that. But you got to practice. So I look for those practice books. There was another book in here that came with that one. Oh, here it is. So I'm trying to collect the end of the WoW series. And I forget how many issues have the first appearance and then have him in there. Sort of like a Archie Andrews kind of character, Ozzy. So this is actually the last issue, but it said it was a 3.0. It doesn't look like a 3.0 to me. It looks much lower. Or no, it said it was a 5.0 because missing centerfold. So you never know. It could be like high grade and missing the centerfold. I got a couple of these like that. But this one, unfortunately, is very beat up. It's got pen across it. But it does have a cool superhero story. 2 of them in here. Which those used to be the featured characters in the beginning of the run. So number 69, WoW Comics. And obviously, this title is known for Mary Marvel. And I paid $14 for that. So I find that to be a loss because I really wanted a better copy. Okay, so I walked into my LCS, and they're picked clean. They don't have anything beyond really 1989 in the back issues, unless it's super beat up. But they do have wall books, and they have boxes of wall books. So usually I'll just go in. I've found so many cool books on their wall for great prices. I mean, I have so many in accumulation, not all at once, because they price high. They're probably 15-20% over retail, if that. But you do find gems in there. They're great people. I've been going there for many, many years. I've got many deals from them. So, enough of that. Walked in. This was on the wall. A book I said I didn't want to go after. I wouldn't go after because of the prices. But a really nice copy. I don't know. Maybe a 5.0 or something. I don't know. It looks like it. I don't know this book that well. I don't know how bright that yellow is supposed to be. If it's only supposed to be like a subdued yellow, then this is probably a higher grade. Because I thought maybe, I don't know. I would think that yellow would be brighter, but I'm not familiar with this book. I did read it. I loved it. I've read it before in reprints. So first appearance of Deathstroke, New Teen Titans #2, December 1980. And yeah, it's really cool. I have a fondness for this series because I had comics and I liked them, but I wasn't collecting them. And my friend's sister gave him a whole bunch of Killer Comics Silver Age and New Teen Titans #1. And I used to look at him. He had them in his closet in a bag. And he would never let me even touch them. And so I was like, one day, baby. So I went to another shop. I went to the smaller shop, Vibranium, Austin. Really great owner. Got a lot of deals from him. He had this collection by somebody called, what's her name, Jenny or something like that. She signed all her books. And some of them are really noticeable. These ones were $5. I didn't have them. And you can't really see her name that bad. So Adventure Comics $3.58, $4. He gave me a discount. $4, decent copy. He had some other ones I didn't have, but the condition with the name on it was just not there. I didn't have this one. It has a little bit of, I don't know if that's overspray up here or something, but great Steranko cover. #2, this was $5, February 73. And this was in the dollar bin from that store. Or wait, what store is this from? This is from a different store. Okay, that's from a different store. I don't know if I showed this, but I found this gaming store who was selling. They sold Key Comics, and I got some mixed in here. These are the ones I think I may have showed. I picked up this for More Than Games for $25. Really nice copy of that. I can't wait to get in there and read it. So what if Jane Foster had found the Hammer of Thor? I didn't put any info on this. August, #10, what is this, 1979? Yeah, 78. Wow, comics were up to 60 cents. So this is a giant issue. And I found this one for $50. So I've been finding keys lately. I mean, silver and copper, bronze. So I found this for $50. I was like, yes. And this is I put this up on the wall. First appearance of the Phoenix. Obviously, Uncanny X-Men 101, October 76. Another book just never went after because I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with the prices and stuff. But I'll take a low grade. I read it. I I didn't really care for it. The art was not good inside, but I read it. It's a killer key in the cornerstone of the Marvel universe. Not that it's a key and I can make money, but that I own part of the history of the universe. Okay, so we had some My Comic Book Shop orders. What did I? Oh, so I got this book. I'm reading this series actively, piece by piece. I'm buying an issue here or there, but it's the only 90 series that I've ever like fell in love with. Female supermodel superhero, and it's written just really well. I don't know who writes it, but this is a reprint of a couple stories from issues 1 through 3. Oh my goodness, I didn't bring my water. And this, another one I picked up for $4. Venture Comics $3.79. Pretty nice copy. Again, signed by, what's her name? What is her name? Joanne. Joanne signed it up here. That was $4. Oh yeah, I stopped by. I had to get my supplies, so I got my current bag and board. No, my Silver Age bag and boards. My Golden Age. I'm out of current everything, but I have so much Silver Age bags and boards. I figured I'll just bag them in this bigger sleeve. Pick this up so I can start doing like spotlights on Golden Age issues, just looking at the interiors. So happy to get that. And I forgot to mention that I was in the comic shop. I was leaving. I picked up all these books right here. And I saw this and I just stopped and I just almost started crying right there. This thing was near my bed every day for like, I don't know, 5 years, 4 years. Woke up to Batman and Robin on the alarm clock. So it's a really, and I don't mean to be over dramatic, but I lost my parents when I was young. So these little things mean so much to me like that. We have no idea what these collectibles do to us. Okay, what do we got here? I think I showed this, but I was on the live show, so let me show it real quick. Pick that up. Completely split cover, but single digit. Justice League number 9. And it was $40 with shipping and tax. That's one of those books. For me, I like picking up these books from my childhood because I used to like go to rummage sales. My mom took us to the library like every other week, or we were taking books out. And I get a lot of books on the history of comic books. And, you know, they show certain books over and over. One of them is this one you'd see a lot. So to finally get it, be able to read it for real, it was worth it to me. I think it was a good price. Okay, what else? My cousin, if you haven't gone and see his collectible photos, and he left today, he went back to Wisconsin. Oh, man. He was one of the best tenants I ever had in my house, but he gave me this. Go back and watch the show, make a comment. COA, signed by Linda. So this goes up on my shelf. Thank you, Tim. Just tried to call him, but he didn't answer me. Okay, so I went to the other shop, the gaming store, and I picked up some dollar books. Where are they? Oh, wait. So this was another book. This is a second copy of this. I have not seen one of these in the wild since I bought mine. If I have, it was more than $5. That's probably why I don't remember. But I'm not turning that down. Greg Land cover. This is my favorite Black Widow cover. This is from the Marvel Knights run, number 1, 2004. It has Bill Sienkiewicz interior art. So one of my favorite covers. Able to get a second copy. I think I'm going to gift this to somebody. So what else? What else? Oh, he had some dollar books. Did I get these dollar books there, or did I get these other ones? I got some more dollar books in here. So, yeah, I got those dollar books. So I got these dollar books there. Just the run, they didn't have one, so he was going through some bins for a show. And I said, I'll take those. I'll read them. I watched Buck Rogers as a kid. I watched this one, and then I watched the one from the 40s, the serials. Picked up some 1982. This is kind of right where I just started to buy comics myself off the comic book stand. And these ones that were missing. So as people would call them, filler books. But I've been reading some of them. I just read an issue the other day. Good stuff. Really good stuff. So we got an action. I think the action did the action come from here? I don't know. He had some more. I grabbed the ones in nice shape and the ones I didn't have for $1. So like I said, good reading. I'm always looking at the Bob Hope Silver Age. It goes into the gold. It starts in the Golden Age, actually. So this one was a pretty nice copy. It has a tape holder. I actually didn't see that when I bought it. So a little disappointed, but still, this is an issue. I look at them frequently. What's for sale? Which ones do you see the most? Which ones don't you? Of course, the early ones with the big coat are the ones that, if you see them, they're low grade. So to get them in this kind of grade, under 30, is just about the best you're probably going to do. But there are some great... A lot of the early issues had this full graphic where they have the Bob Hope plastered on the picture instead of feeling like the title was first and the drawing was second. So it feels like a full poster, and I like it. And I got quite a few of these Bob Hopes. I bought this, it's an early World War II book. I mistakenly thought it was a Good Girl cover, but it's not. It's a young kid being rescued from the fire by a Boy Scout. And it's pretty low grade. I paid about $30 for it, but it's from 1942. It's got historical facts. It's got the story of the founder of the Boy Scouts and a few other things in here. And then some of the series, and this is called Pioneer Picture Stories. Some of the other issues have Nazis on the cover, World War II war stories in the side with Nazis and stuff. So just interesting. I have another copy. It's a really fun read. It's really fun to I'm a history buff, so it scratches 2 itches, should we say? All right, what else we got? What else? Let's go. Okay, picked up this. So this is a banger. So I had a copy. And this is not a bad copy for what I paid. I paid little less than 50 for that. And that's a Scarce EDC Christmas comic, last issue of the run. And I researched these books for quite a while, and this is one of the most. Now, I haven't checked out the other books of the series, but one of the most issues that I have seen miscut by the manufacturer in so many different ways. And you can see the 10 cents is cut off on this one right here. And I just checked a lot of pictures that many as I could find, and all of them were miscut really bad. But they were all different. Look at this one. So this one's cut on the side. So the majority of them were cut on the side, like this, close. So I don't know, maybe if those are dealers that did that. Could be, but it's pretty good. Anyway, so I picked up a second copy of that. The seller had it listed for $80, and it's complete. This is, like I said, it's worth more than $80, in my opinion. And I noticed collectors in the Golden Age moving more towards Christmas covers. So obviously the scarcest ones are going to be the ones that people are going to discover and they want to go after them. Okay, so Funk Comics, if you're watching, you have not contacted me on Instagram, or you can email me if you're watching at omenx1881gmail.com and send me your address, and I'll send that book to you. So these were the dollar bins at the gaming store. So basically it was buy one, get one free. Buy two, get one free. So they were $2.99, so that's $6. They were $2 a piece. Right, yes. So let's see. I want to make sure I don't. Okay. So these were the $2 books. I got, again, some more early action on that this one. So this one's $5.09. This is $5.49. What? 1983 Gil Kane cover. And then there was a bunch of these. They're all low grade. But the original Star Trek comics from Gold Key, number 45. Actually picked up a second copy of one of them. Number 47. Now I have a volume 5 books. It reprints the whole series. But I'd rather read the original comic than the reprint. And I started reading them. It's really good. What number is that? So that's 42. And then we got 49 and another 49. Curious, would you guys pick up these Gold Key Star Treks for $2? I plan on reading them, and you know what? I know a lot of people that love Star Trek, especially a good friend of mine. He'd probably be really into that. Okay, so let's do these banger thingers and later. This was a $1 book I didn't show from the other store. Billy the Kid. And this was a $2 book. I have this issue, but anytime I can find these for $2, whatever, they're complete. This is something I know people would love to get to read. All Bernie writes in, reprints 3 issues out of the original series. In newsprint, you get your... Is this no ads? It might have ads. It'd be cool if it has ads or some history of the Swamp Thing or whatever. But really cool. This is the DC Special Series, number 17. And I think I picked... Where did I pick up this? So this was $2. Innovation, 1989. Just a cool media star, superhero. Female. Innovation's got some good stuff. So really thick book. Paid $2 for that. I picked this up for, how did I pay for this? $1. Now, I don't know. I used to see this book like all the time, everywhere I went, for $1 in the dollar bin. And all of a sudden, I was shocked that it became a key. And so now if I find it for $1, I'll grab it. Of course, I don't see much for $1 anymore. What is this? The first cover and comic appearance of Bishop. So number 1, that was for More Than Games. That was $1. And it's a nice copy. I already have them. I think I have a newsstand, but that's a really nice copy. And pick this up for $7. First appearance of Hugo Strange in the Bronze Age Detective Comics, $4.71. Hugo Strange is a really cool character. There's an issue around 1982 in Detective with him that's really, I remember reading it and just enjoying it so much. Okay, we're getting close. So if you put this word in the comments, you'll be eligible to win. Black is black. I want my blank back. That's the video to win this Batman. That's the question to win the Batman pack. Okay, so we're winding it down. These are all actually really big books. So I bought this at... Where did I get this? Oh, it was at the gaming store. So it was $14. Nice high grade copy. I already have it. This is a book that I think used to go for $50 when there was spec. It was going to be in a movie. But anyways, it's a cool book. It's got that early Spider-Man origin feel to it, and it's not bad. So got that for 15. Got a second copy, and now the bangers. You guys ready? Okay, so this one was low grade, so it's missing centerfold. I look through here though, man, and go online and you can look in here. Ideal Classic Comic #1, Anthony and Cleopatra. The art in here is just Matt Baker gorgeous. A lot of good girl panels in here. This is from 1948. It's Timely Comics. So it's missing the centerfold, and for the shipping and tax, I got it for 16 bucks. And when I press out this spine roll and clean up the whites, it's going to look really nice and press it. So for 16 bucks, that's a golden age win in my book. Let me know what you think in the comments. And by the way, I never say this, but please like the video. Let's spread golden age through the community. Let's get people to looking at stuff that's affordable, not the huge keys, but just odd books under the radar that are cool. So like this video, share it if you can. I don't know how you do that, but and let's look at another banger. So I'm into romance comics and especially golden age. I don't like seeing the comic code on the cover of a comic book. So I look for the higher grades at the right price. Sometimes I have to pay a little more than I want to get a higher grade book. So I got this one. This is from number 28, Love Confessions, from March 53. It's like a 6065, and I paid $44.50 with shipping and tax. It's not the most dynamic, but it is high grade. It's original art. It's missing. It doesn't have the comic code on it, and it's in really nice shape. So for me, I think that's pretty good. It's a book I want to read, I want to own, and it's got, to me, a little bit of an investable price. And then this one, unfortunately, this one has a miscut on the cover because I checked. Maybe not. Did I check it? Let's check it, because if it has a big spine roll, this thing's going to look wild. It's going to look really good, but I don't think it is. No. So the cover, you can see on the spine, you got like a really long white stripe. I got to research it. I don't think that's supposed to be there. So they miswrapped the book is actually what it was. But it's a really high grade copy, and it's got a really good like Matt Baker look. I couldn't find the artist on this, but this is a great graphic in a high grade. Number 12, November 1951. So earlier in the romance life. So the romance comics didn't really come around until 48, I think, when Simon and Kirby put out their first romance book. So I paid $77 shipping and tax. I think this is at least $100 book, if not more. Give it a few years. Give it 3 or 4 years. Probably like 120. I'm hoping. Anyways, always looking to buy. Now I'm a collector. I'm not a dealer, so I don't try to like get books really low prices. I try to finagle, and I try to look for the best deal. Now, what I could tell, there were several other books listed online in a lesser condition than this one for a higher price. This sat on my watch list at my comic shop for a couple weeks. Was shocked nobody bought it. But it's one of these covers that I look at and it sticks in my mind, and I keep remembering it and remembering it and remembering it. And so to shut down that voice, I got to buy the book. And they always get you with the tax and the shipping. So this was originally $115, which is not bad, especially for this condition. And with shipping and tax, it ended up being $134. Are you kidding me? So $19 extra. But is it? No, and I think it's a miscut, and that's why nobody wanted it. But I've seen numerous pre-code horror books with this, and I have them in my collection. So I know they're coming from the same place. Okay, what else? We got 3 more big books. So let's go with this one. I just got this in the mail yesterday. Really nice copy of this book. Now, I saw several more online for more money, 3 times more than what I paid for this, in same or lesser condition. It's a great vampire cover. It's 1951, number 23. Covers by Kevin Bald. And I paid $54.72 with shipping and tax. For a book like this, pre-code horror, that's kind of unheard of. I mean, condition-wise. So, guys, what do you think? Bangers? Do you like the romance, or do you like the pre-code horror? Do you like the Christmas comic? Okay, we got 2 more bangers here. Before we go, I have these sitting on my desk. I'm actively reading this. I'm trying to get to it. But I have a double copy, and I needed to rebag it, so I took it off the shelf. Death Hitchhiking, Mr. District Attorney. Okay, last 2. So I got a Golden Age EC. And I bought this book because it's higher grade, and it was a lower price. So I bought off my comic shop. They called it restored because the cover was washed. So I don't know if the seller told them that or if it's passed on knowledge. But if you wash a cover, it's not detectable if you don't damage the book. So this was, I didn't put it away here. With shipping and tax, $140. But it's not one of the better known covers. But let me show you this book. So to get it for that price, it's an EC, Haunt of Fear. Look at the condition. I can't wait to read this one. Let's take a look inside. The Witch's Cauldron is the first splash. See, I want to do this with, that's why I have that overhang camera. Crypt of Terror. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a beauty to read. Look, I just got to show that again. Look at that book. Flat. Probably pressed it. Oh, shoot. I just pressed up the bottom. Okay, last but not least, this one's my favorite of the whole. It's an Atlas pre-code horror, The Vampire's Coffin. Oh my goodness. So that book looks so beautiful. I haven't read it yet. Oh my goodness, look at that book. So good. Okay, so I did do the question for the contest was done. I do have a winner in my 2,000 subscriber contest. And I'm going to make that video maybe tomorrow. I don't know, when I get some time. So answer that question, win this prize. Thank you for sticking around. Tell me what you like the most out of here. There was a lot of stuff to show. All right, that's it. I'm out.